Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm Rob Harris, your host of 5 Minutes of Fame in Fenton, where I had the opportunity to sit down with various local people to explore their connections to Fenton, Michigan, to capture their stories and to share them with you here. Today I'm sitting down with Mike Clabuesch, owner and proprietor of a couple of Goin Postal stores, one here right on North Leroy.
Yep.
How you doing today, Mike?
Good. Yourself?
Good. Thanks for coming on in. We have an opportunity here to kind of share your story here. Why don't you give a little bit of background for us on you and your business?
Okay. Well, myself and my partner Lucy, we met years ago actually at Staples, where I came from, my background, and we ended up working together, and things ended up making another turn, and we decided to come out here to the Fenton area and come out to Michigan, and she ended up working at FedEx Kinko's, and I continued to work at Staples, and we decided that after a couple of years of working there that we could build a better mousetrap.
Okay.
So we sort of took our knowledge of what we had with Staples and Kinko's and said, we love the corporate structure, but in the same way we don't want to be beholden to the corporate structure, and we wanted to sort of do our own thing and go on, sort of do our own business.
Okay. So Goin Postal is a franchise, and you're independently owned and operated. Is that right?
It is. We sort of call it franchise light. It is independently owned and operated. Each store is actually completely individual. They look different. They act different. They offer different services. About the only thing that they say is, don't do anything too goofy, just because,
Right.
It is a franchise technically.
Exactly.
But yes, everyone's on their own.
Great. Well, what sort of products and services? What sort of things do you provide there?
We sort of combined what we learned with Staples and Kinko's. Since we're an independent, we're not really beholden to any particular one vendor or any particular one source. So we ended up combining printing, office supplies, and shipping services all into one.
Okay.
So, we went into shipping. Since we're not contracted to any particular one, we make it where we can offer the prices and service of major carriers, and we'll tell you what everyone's going to charge you. And you make the choice of how it is that you would like it to be shipped.
Okay.
And for us, it doesn't really make a big difference. We can ship something as small as a rubber band or as something as large as, say, an airplane.
Okay.
It doesn't make a big difference to us. It's just how you want it to go and what service you're looking for. We also provide custom packing services, so for people that have oddball items that they're not really interested in packing or don't feel comfortable packing something, we can take care of that for them, and it's not really an issue. The other half of our business really is printing, and that's really where a lot of our time and focus is.
Okay.
We can provide something as small as doing business cards for you, or something as extensive as complete marketing. Whether it is business cards, postcards, brochures, banners, yard signs, it really doesn't make a big difference.
Okay.
When it comes to printing services, there's very little that we cannot offer. We also offer office supplies, which a lot of people don't know we really have. A lot of people come into the store and say that we have some pens and some paper clips and some staples. Those are basically business items that we just keep in for the local people so that they can, run in and grab something.
Little convenience items.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We sort of call it our business essentials.
Okay.
So people, when they, hear they run out of a staple or something like that, they can just run in and grab it real quick.
They don't have to drive all the way up to Flint.
Exactly. Exactly.
Great.
But we have about 40,000 items available online, and we can get many of those items within a matter of days.
Okay.
So if you're looking for, any particular item, you don't have to go scouring the internet or drive, to Flint or wherever to try and go find something. You just pop into the store and we take care of it.
That's great. And right here in Fenton, and you're up on North Leroy.
Yes.
We'll have the address in the notes down here below and all that good stuff. And you also have another location in Heartland, and at least in my mind, Fenton and Heartland are pretty similar in terms of demographics and all that, but you were kind of sharing with me a little bit about how the Fenton community seems a little different or special, and could you share that with us?
Yes, actually, when we went to go look at another location, we decided that based on just sort of the demographics, that Heartland was a very similar community.
Yeah.
And for many aspects it is. But there is something that makes Fenton unique. The people that are in the community really strive to develop the community. And they really take pride in being a part of the community.
Yeah.
Whether it is shopping local, which is something that the paper talks about, which is something that the city talks about, something that even the North Leroy Business District really promotes. Whether it's the shopping local, whether it's the connections with trying to keep people in the community. People even do things as going out to the restaurants on Friday night. They're not isolating themselves, but in the same note, there's a lot of specialness to the community, and I think a lot of people really strive to keep that community connection going and trying to keep things as local as possible.
Sure.
Where in some other communities, you don't necessarily get that connection.
Okay.
You'll get a little bit of that connection, but I think once you start hitting into the suburbs of Detroit, a lot of people sort of venture out into, the Novi and the Southfields and everywhere else.
Right.
Where over here, we sort of have our own services, and we have our own connection, sort of the Be Closer campaign that everyone was ranting and raving about.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of truth to that.
Sure. Yeah, I think I've noticed that too. I like to say we provide big city solutions, but small town service.
Yeah, exactly.
And even though we're growing and vibrant as a town and a city, there's still that core of community that I think is absolutely special. And it's kind of neat to hear that you see that too.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful to be able to have that connection and having people come in, and you go to the grocery store and you actually be able to see people and say hi to people, and some people don't necessarily like that, but I find it to be kind of nice.
Yeah,
you get a connection to the community.
Great. Is there a final thought or promotion or something that you'd like to share with us before we wrap up our 5 minutes?
Just enjoy being in the community and enjoy being a part of sort of the Michigan experience.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks,
Mike. I appreciate you coming in and participating. I hope you enjoyed today's show too. Stay tuned for future episodes. And this is where I say, hey, Fenton, thanks for giving me 5. Take care and be well. Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode of 5 Minutes of Fame in Fenton. It really is an honor and a privilege for me to be able to sit down with local people to hear about their connections to Fenton, Michigan, to be able to capture their stories and to share it here with you. And I want to thank you for all your efforts to helping us increase the awareness of FentonTV.com. If you're watching this show on Facebook, please click that share button and share this show with all of your friends. If you haven't done it already, go to the Facebook page, like us, and invite your Fentonite friends to like us as well. Hey, one of the best ways to make sure that you don't miss any of our Fenton-oriented TV programming is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And the easiest way to find that is to go to FentonTV.com directly and click on the appropriate link. Hey, would you like to appear on this show, or do you know somebody that should? Please send us your ideas for the shows at ideas@FentonTV.com and let us know what you'd like to share with Fenton, Michigan. That's ideas@FentonTV.com. Well, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and be well.